Hi, so I totally forgot about this. Ages ago, when I was making all the games launcher for Omarchy, I made a Cachy version that I only did it so I could do like equal benchmarks, Cachy versus Omarchy, to see how many extra frames you'd get, between the two distros. And I was going to push it out to the public, so I'd forgotten all about it, and I've gone off and I've made like Nobara ones and Fedora ones. So yeah, so if you want the Cachy Super+Alt+S on Cachy, the Cachy sort of Gamescope launcher, the link to my website's in the description. Hit on that and it'll take you through, and there'll be like a project page, and you can go to the Git. I had to do a Git thing, and it'll be on there, and you can download it and have a ball. So yeah, I totally forgot about this. I made it a while ago, and I only made it for benchmarking, and basically I'm sure people would probably find it useful. I'll give it to the members for a bit, but I think a lot of my members are Marchy guys, so they've got their one. So I'm going to push that to public. So what we do, a very quick video as such. I'll just go through the install and what you have to do, and I've also done something, because obviously you Cachy people are a bit more like hands-on with certain things. I've lifted some of the restrictions, but you'll see what you have to do to get it to work properly. It's only a tiny thing. It's to do with the Nvidia card. So you'll just have to do a tweak, and it takes a second, and I do it in this anyway. Anyway, that's it. Let's dive in. Okay, so here we are. We're on Cachy, and basically I've downloaded the script, put it into the downloads folder. I've opened up console, and I've just got it ready to go. Now you might have to do chmod+x, and so then it's going to ask you for your password. Put your password in and do an update, and hopefully it'll be up to date. And then you just keep clicking yes. Now there's a few old packages that have moved that you don't need anymore, so you might see a red thing flash up. It doesn't make a difference. It's a couple of these that you don't actually need anymore. I mean, it's not like I'm not maintaining it, but it's one of these things where I've made this. The whole intention was the Omarchy one, but yeah. So you may have to do it. You don't have to do tweaks. It's basically, it works. There's a red thing there. I think it's to do with the audio, but it does work. So I'll install Proton GE. But I mean, the script's up there, and you go through it. Just remark those out if you want, but it should just work out of the box. Now I've done this in KDE Plasma. It works in Grub, or I think System In or something, which is the default boot manager thing, or whatever it's called, for EFI manager for Omarchy, for Cachy. So that's the default, but it also works in Grub as well, because there's one thing that needs to happen. You need to set the Nvidia DRM mod set 0 thing, but that'll happen. You'll see it happen in here, but this one works on Grub or whatever. Either way, you've done it. So yeah, user groups, there it is. So that'll be added. You'll have to do it on reboot. So that's all great. Password, yes, just yes all the way through. Yes, and then it'll ask you to do a reboot at the end when you've finished installing Gamescope. Yes, there we go. So the reboot. So yeah, this is KDE Plasma only, and it's those two, Grub or the other one, Grub or the default one. So I'll do reboot. And it comes back in. Yeah, whatever that one is, I don't know. I'm so used to, was it Limani on Omarchy? Alien World. I mean, Cachy's great though, isn't it? I mean, it's super fast. Everybody loves it. It's Linux. Who cares? So right. So the first thing you need to do with this is installed Steam, but you're not logged in. And I wouldn't recommend doing the login via the launcher. I'd go in, and it'll appear in Games. He says, obviously gone off and made a cup of tea here. So Games, launch Steam, and it'll do its weird thing in the background. I didn't get the time really. I should have done a bootstrap on the install like I've done for Fedora and Nobara, where it sort of bootstraps it. So you, in the install process, you get to do your login. But yeah, so I just thought, I mean, I don't think I'll come back to this script, so I'm going to push it out into the universe. Get back to doing my Omarchy bits and bobs, I think. Spent way too much time building this games launcher. So give it a moment, and it should all of a sudden spring to life. he says. Is it going to do it? There it is. So it springs to life. Log in. And when I was doing this, I fluffed up my login, so bear with it. So you QR code yourself in. I messed up my first QR code, so this is why there's a bit of a pause here. You'll see it spin because I messed it up. And then there it goes. That's the wrong one. Did something wrong there. Give it a sec. Yeah, it's changed itself. I don't want people to blank these out because they're basically every single one of these QR codes generated by Steam to log in is unique. But I see it like Linus Tech Tips, they log out the Steam QR code, but they're unique each time. That's a new one. It's a code. It's like trying to hit the same on a authenticator. Guess an authenticator every 10 minutes. So I'm in now. And basically, give it a sec. Now, all I would do in this is just me doing this. I switch off. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Someone's trying to be my friend. I don't know who that is. Settings. And then go into downloads and then switch off enable shader cache. You don't need that on. Then close Steam properly. And then your Super+Alt+S to launch this. The first time it does a bit slower. And you'll see what I've done here. There's a restriction that's on all the other Gamescope launches. That when it's an Nvidia card, you cannot launch above 1440p because what you're about to see happens. But I've removed it from the Cachy one because some people say it doesn't happen to them. But when this comes out, you'll see the screen will explode. It doesn't do it in the games, but it does it in the Steam interface. So it'll all be like broken up and horrendous. Here we go. So you'll see this straight off. It'll come up because this is now at 4K. That's what happens. Nvidia seal that. So for you on Cachy, I mean, obviously on a low res screen, fine. Just go in, I'll get through this, and go into Steam menu, go into settings, go into display. I mean, if it works, if you leave it, so go into automatic set resolution, see it's at 4K, switch that off, switch that to 1440. You can manage your way through it. Do a reboot, so change the res, and it'll be perfect. Now, yeah, keep display settings. Now, you can still play games at 4K. If you go down and you hit the maximum game resolution, I just set everything to 1440, but you can play them at 4K if you wanted. But it's just the Steam interface which has the issue. So then obviously my screen decides to be HDR, it's not. So I have to turn that off. And you're in. You're good to go. Then you can set it up however you want. So it automatically downloads Proton GE. So go properties, compatibility, and off you go. Now you can do all this stuff like, Control 2 brings you to the side menu, take off the games cap. Either you'd be stuck at 60p because it's emulating a Steam Deck. And then to come out of this, he says, there you go, all this stuff. Gorilla Tag, No Man's Sky. To come out of this, you close Steam, power, switch to desktop. And then it will just shut down and return you to desktop. So, back to me. So there you go. So that's the Cachy version of the Gamescope Steam Deck launcher. There'll be a link to it on my website. It'll be in the Git thing that I've made because I'm still red flagged at GitHub and I don't know what's going on. They won't tell me what I've done. So until then, well, I put this Git together now anyway, haven't I? So I might as well just use it. So it'll be up in there with all the notes. You can find out what everything does. You can hard code back in the 1440p thing if you want. Remark out those weird bits, but they don't make any difference. It plays. It's absolutely fine. I think they just move stuff around at the AUR on this. It asks for certain additional packages, but it doesn't, I don't think it needs them. Anyway, there you go. So as usual, thanks for watching.